All right, everybody, welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a beautiful Monday morning. We are back in Coburg at the world headquarters of Marathon. It was a beautiful couple of weeks down in Indio for the kickoff parties at Motor Coach Country Club and Outdoor Resorts Indio, and of course, the beautiful desert shores. Come here, take a look at this. Before we go inside and take a look at this, you see that behind me? That's Jeff from our service department. He's actually on a call right now, something that we've seen Dave Bash do on the show before. What he's actually doing is helping a customer over the phone through some issues with their coach. And I love showing that because that's kind of the dedication of what Marathon does. Jeff is on the phones today for the 800 number. He's helping a customer through an issue. And a lot of you know Jeff if you are down in the Indio area, Las Vegas, anywhere on the West Coast, you'll know that face. Let's head inside, Coach 1318. Before we do, take a look at this. This is a good shot of kind of what this paint is. I know we've seen it before. It's a little dusty, but the detail that is going on here, the candy paint of 1318, really excited about it for the customization for these owners. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been inside 1318, and a lot of things have happened. Take a look at this. This is the laminate, or I'm just going to say this is kind of the fabric. This is the overlay that's being used throughout this coach in a couple of areas. And if you can really get in there and see the texture of it, it's got a great feel to it. It's more like a wall covering than a laminate. It's just beautiful. For those of you who also remember Scott Runkle, who's actually off today, this saw is not Runkle's. I just saw that. I thought that was funny. Okay. Let's move in here into the midship of the coach. You're going to have the water closet. Of course, this is a super bath, so you're going to have the half bath over here, the galley on the driver's side. But I wanted to show you the laminate that the customers selected. And take a look here. I know they're probably watching also along with a lot of you guys on YouTube and Facebook. So take a look at that piece right there. Isn't that beautiful? What a fantastic utilization of personal choice. This is a laminate that I really have not seen in a coach yet, but Brenda has selected that along with the owners. It really gives that rustic look and feel. And then here's the beginning of the super bath. As you can see, this is the shower, and that wall is going to go across here with that liquid crystal technology that makes it go opaque and then clear with the push of a button. And then you're going to have the commode with the washer dryer behind there. This is where the vanity is. But take a look, here's more of that wall covering that we see. Isn't that nice? And as a custom coach, 1318 is going to have some surprises for you. And if Armand backs up a little bit more, what have we seen in this back area? We've seen a sofa, we've seen storage, we usually see the TV over here. Well, stay tuned. Don't hesitate to watch a 1318 show, because there's going to be something extremely custom in this passenger side or curbside bedroom slide out. It's going to be really cool, very custom, and it's a great example of Marathon not saying no, but saying yes and figuring out how to get it done. Mark Williams, lead engineer on this job, really excited to see how that turns out, and I'm excited to be able to surprise you guys with just how custom a custom Marathon can be. We've seen it many times before, but that's what's going on in 1318. If we take a look over here, this is where the right above the cockpit, there's going to be the fireplace right through here, and you can see more of that. I don't even know what to call it technically. I'll just call it, I don't even know what it is technically, but we'll call it like a rustic wood color on the laminate, but it sure is beautiful. And I'm excited for this couple who custom ordered this. this coach is going to be really fantastic. The paint job was really personal to the couple, and so something that Pete Sutton worked on and our paint crew did a lot of work on, and as you can see it even has pinstriping on it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's head back out here. I want to show you a few more things before we sign off for the day. We've only been on for about 5.5 minutes, and I just want to give you a snippet of 1318 every other week or every 3 weeks. And because I've been gone, it's a good opportunity to check in on it. Let's take a look at the slide outs. And when I mean slide outs, I mean in the bay. There's the beginning of slide out in bay number 1. And then here, you can actually see this is where the 55-inch TV is going to go in bay 2. And it's a really nice way, the way that the chassis has changed in the quad slide. Only the quad slide, you guys. Remember, we used to have a 55-inch down here. Well, look at how small this bay is now. Because certain things have changed, this bay is smaller on every quad slide Prevost. Every quad slide Prevost that is new, that bay is smaller. You can only fit like a 32-inch, maybe not even that, in this. So now we've configured this for different type of storage, and we've got a great way of getting a 55-inch TV right here in bay 2 so that the customers can still enjoy a very large TV with great sound when it comes to the patio. And that's it right there. You know what? Let's do one more thing before we sign off. I want you to get a good shot of this right here. This is 1318's area so that everything is on here. Everything from the flooring to the counters to the plumbing to the upholstery. Everything has its own work completion sign-off sheet. Everything has its own schedule, the goal of hours. It's very organized. And if I pull this off, this is just the upholstery sign-off sheet, and it literally goes down how many hours need to be utilized on the upholstery and everything that is on there as far as a checklist to make sure that nothing gets forgotten. And when I mean so that nothing gets forgotten, I mean everything that the customers want and the engineering team wants and the design team wants, so that everything is on there. It's just a really good way of organizing everything so that someone comes by, they can look right here at the spec book. Isn't that neat? They can look right there at the spec book and go down and look at everything that is supposed to be in 1318. And if they are ever in question, they can refer to the spec sheet. So I know that Mickey has probably a question for us before we get out of here. Mickey, what's going on this morning?
Well, we do have a question, but I wanted to tell you, you have people watching from Sweden, Kentucky, Missouri, all over.
People from Sweden, Kentucky, Missouri, all over the country, all over the world.
And Larry says, hi from Larry from Test Drive Thursday.
That's Larry Walker. Everybody, I'm going to tell you right now, Test Drive Thursdays was a success, and it was a success thank you to Larry being our first, Jim Cogley and I had our first test drive down in Indio. Every Thursday during the season, that's January to March, feel free to reach out to me, Mal W. at marathoncoach.com. Larry did it, and he got to come. He took a drive with us, and then we stopped and switched seats. Cogley put him in the cockpit, let him drive a coach. He's experienced at driving, but this was his first time behind a luxury RV, and I think it was fantastic. And then he got to come with his wife a couple days later to the Motor Coach Country Club kickoff event that we had. So big thanks to Larry Walker for coming and doing Test Drive Thursday, something we're going to be doing every Thursday down in Indio. So feel free to get a hold of me if you want to drive a Prevost or you want us to drive and you want to experience just truly what an RV can be.
And we do have a question.
There's a question too?
All right.
Okay.
So Derek asks, are those wheels chrome like the ones on Bernie's coach? And he says, greetings from Kentucky.
Okay, so Derek is asking if the wheels are in fact chrome, just like on Bernie's coach. And I appreciate Derek asking about Bernie's coach, one of the more custom coaches we've ever done. My guess is no. I don't know for sure. That's kind of my policy. If I don't know, I'm not going to tell you yes. Hey, how are you? And so, but you can get very, very polished or you can get chrome. So if you want that in a custom coach, it is definitely possible. But thank you, Derek, for that question. Anything else going on out there?
I think you should give Peter a shout out because it's the first time he's watching me live.
Peter, the first time he's watching me live, thank you. Thank you so much for all of you Facebookers watching live, and to you YouTubers, thank you for watching this show. Thank you for sticking with us. Let's go to the front of the coach here, because I want to show you the front too. You YouTubers, thank you for watching our show. Thank you for all the ideas. Don't forget to watch our other videos that we have on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to Marathon's YouTube page. There's constantly, let's face it, when it comes to luxury RVs or RVs period, nobody does social media like Marathon. So hit us up on YouTube. Thank you all you Facebookers. Thank you to 1318 and the couple that have custom ordered this coach, because we're really getting a good opportunity to see just how custom we can get in a Marathon coach. Be yourself and do good things. Reach out to me if you want to buy a coach, whether it be pre-owned or new. I'm your sales guy, Mal W at marathoncoach.com. That's my commercial for the day. Be yourself and do good things. I'm out of here.